The passage that says this, and I'll read a few verses of it. It says, "Look at my servant whom I strengthen. He is my chosen one, who pleases me. I have put my spirit upon him. He will bring justice to the nations. He will not shout and raise his voice in public. He will not crush the weakest reed or put out the flickering candle. He will bring justice to all who have been wronged. He will not falter or lose heart until justice prevails throughout the earth. Even distant lands beyond the sea will wait for his instruction. God the Lord created the heavens and stretched them out and created earth and everything in it. He gives breath to everyone, life to everyone who walks the earth. And it is he who says, I, the Lord, have called you to demonstrate my righteousness. I will take you by the hand and guard you, and I will give you to my people as a symbol of my covenant with them. And you will be a light to guide the nations. You will be the one who opens the eyes of the blind. You will free the captives from their situation. Releases those who sit in dark or ignorant places. I am the Lord. This is my name. I will not give my glory to anyone else, nor share my praise with carved idols. Everything I prophesied has come true. And now I will prophesy again. I will tell you the future before it happens. And I believe that we are seeing the future happen and unfold right before our very eyes. A young man, built up, grown up, trained up in these cities will be the one of the few who will help take back our city. We give a warm welcome to Mr. Tony Payton Jr., the state rep of the 179th District.
Thank you to my neighbor for that shout out. Welcome everybody. I am here in full support to offer my endorsement to Isaiah Thomas and City Council. And not long ago was the idea spawned that we needed some young leadership in City Council. And as I travel around the city, one of the most common stories I hear from people is I've been trying to get the city to do X or Y for 3, 4, 5, 7, sometimes even 10 years. And what that says to me is that the city is broken. And we need some real leadership that's going to hold people accountable. And I'm not talking about hard things. I'm talking about things that they are tasked to do that they don't do. And the reason they don't do it is because there's such a level of complacency, and the folks that are currently being taken care of are not us, and they don't care for us. And that's a failure of leadership. And Isaiah worked for me, and I've known Isaiah quite a few years now. And I know that he's a no-nonsense guy. I know that he's straight up. You ask him where he is, he'll tell you. And I know that he is a leader. And I see the work he's doing and the young men here on the basketball team and other young men around the city. And that's the kind of person that we need in a leadership position in the city of Philadelphia. So I'm here happy to offer my endorsement to Isaiah. And, you know, we're 9 weeks out from Election Day. And you guys are all here because you know Isaiah, you know his heart, you know his story. Our challenge for the next 9 weeks is to make sure that everybody else knows Isaiah's story. Because when they know his story, they'll want his leadership. And in wanting his leadership, they'll vote for him. And God blessed us with the number 2 ballot position, so that doesn't hurt either. And a name that most folks know, but they don't know the story of this Isaiah Thomas. And the website is whoisisaiahthomas2011.com. And we got to make sure that we direct people there. We got to make sure that we raise money, because to get the message out, we need to send people mail. We need to knock at their door. We need to call them. And for all of those tasks, we're going to need your resources, your energy, and your time. Campaigns are expensive, they're arduous, but they're necessary. Because what's on the horizon is change and some accountable leadership. And that accountable leadership I see in Isaiah, and that's why I hired him, and that's why ultimately, when we had that discussion about expanding his level of leadership, it was a no-brainer that I would support him for City Council at large, and I'm here today to offer my support to Isaiah Thomas. I want to give him a round of applause, and I want to introduce our next speaker. Okay, yeah. Applause is we're not going to pay any attention to that. Marvin got it. And I want to introduce you to one of Isaiah's mentees, a young brother named Corey, who's a sharp young man who's worked on a few campaigns, and he's going to let us know what he thinks and what we need to do. But understand, the next 9 weeks, we got to tell Isaiah's story to everybody that can hear your voice, in the grocery store, in the nail salon, wherever you go, on the phone. This is a lot of work, but it's necessary, because we need a level of representation that represents us. So without further ado, I'll bring up Corey.
Whether you can't sing or you can't preach, there's one thing you can do, and that's give. And that's one thing we want to urge today from being in leadership in Isaiah's path, that we need a lot of financial support in this campaign. Like Tony said, the campaigns are very expensive, and it's crunch time. We have 9 weeks. It's going to cost a lot of money to definitely get where we need to get, but we ask and we urge people the best possible to participate in Facebook Fridays, to donate. So everyone across the world is doing our website, the donate tab, go straight to where it needs to get to. So we're definitely going to urge people to come donate. Definitely we need to support financially, and if you want to volunteer. Last Tuesdays we're having panel discussions at community college, so definitely come out and support Isaiah on a financial standpoint, and also one-on-one support. Thank you.
Give it up for Isaiah Thomas. I'm Dr. James Peterson, and I have the unique opportunity to reach out to, connect, and teach young people at the collegiate level all the time. And over the course of my time as a professor, I've had literally thousands of students. And amongst those students, only a few of them stand out. Amongst those thousands of students, only a few of them stand out. And I'm here today honored and privileged to introduce one of them to you. One of the stories that I always tell, we're talking about stories we tell about Isaiah Thomas. One of the stories I always tell about Isaiah Thomas is about freedom schools. Because I didn't know about freedom schools, even though I consider myself a community activist, I consider myself somebody who is an educational reformist. I didn't know about it. And from the time that Isaiah Thomas was in my classroom, he impressed upon me the signal importance of the freedom schools movement. And, you know, when you're a professor, a lot of students come at you with a lot of different things, like, hey, can you do this, can you do that, can you do this, can you do that? Mr. Thomas was not only persistent, but he was compelling, he was engaging. And ultimately, I ended up working for freedom schools. So it is not by mistake that I stand here for you and with you and in solidarity with this community today. I'm here because I'm extremely proud of this young man, because I believe in his vision, because I know that he can make contributions to this city, to this state, to this nation, to this world that we can't even conceive of right now. So I am very, very proud, excited, energized, and enthusiastic to bring to the dais this beautiful afternoon, Mr. Isaiah Thomas.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I first want to start off by, again, thanking everybody. Without you guys, this day wouldn't be here right now. You need a minimum of 1,006 signatures alone just to get on the ballot, and I know that my name wasn't in the top 5 at all of people who got signatures for me. So just that process alone was serious, and I definitely want to thank everybody for participating in that for me and getting me in the position where I am right now. I want to start by thanking all my staff. If all the staff could just stand up for a second, please. If all the staff that's present right here, President Monique is on my communication team, Chris is on my finance team, Elena and Aisha is on my outreach team, Corey, Pete, wherever he is, he's the president of my PAC, Antonio's my campaign coordinator, my dad's one of my advisors, Tony's one of my advisors, Dr. Peterson's one of my advisors, and my whole family. Alicia's my scheduler, my nephew Chris, he's one of my interns, and you know, there's so many folks who don't help me get this far. Mr. Blackburn, he just got here, he's also one of my advisors, and all these different folks help me. And oh, where's Monica? I'm so sorry. See, that's because she's not with everybody else. Monica does the events for me as well, and she does a phenomenal job with that. And Erica helps me out as well with the campaign. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I apologize. You guys know I'm grateful. I appreciate everything that you've done for me. And Oh, my brother Barry, that's also one of my advisors as well. Saronis, the DJ. There's a lot of folks that help out with this process. Aaron DJs all eventually as well. Marcus with Pure Entertainment, those guys help me with fundraising as well. And I think that's everybody. I said he's my treasurer. Right? Okay. I think I got everybody. So for me here today, I think that the most important thing to think about is this is real. I know the first thing Erica asked me when we were there setting up, she said, "You got your speech ready?" I said, "Speech? No, this is not no game. This isn't high school anymore. You know, this is real life." And what I meant by that, when I said that to her was, you know, we speaking from the heart. You know, there's no team of people that's writing a speech for me that says, well, this is the message that you need to deliver. We're speaking from the heart. This is real life. People got real issues going on in the city of Philadelphia right now. And elected somebody like me in city council will completely change the face of politics and the way things are done right now in the city of Philadelphia. The two goals that I know that I can attain automatically once I enter office. Number one, I want to be the most attainable member of city council in the history of Philadelphia. Anybody at any time will be able to reach out to me and find out what's going on in my office, what's going on from a city perspective, and what are the issues and what are the bills that are coming into play. Number two, I want to be the most visual member of city council in the history of city council. I want to be in the community. I want to sit in City Hall and, send out press releases and let folks know what's going on through the newspaper. I want to be with the people. I want to be amongst the people. I want to be in everyone's backyard. I want to be at community events. I want to be involved with the local recreation centers and the local teams and the local programs. I'm not going to change the things that I'm doing right now as a leader in the community, and I think that is what will make me an excellent candidate for city council. I don't want to be too long, but I'm going to say this. I feel like there's nobody on the ballot right now that can do the things that I can do as an elected official. There's nobody that can reach the kids that I can reach. There's nobody that represents the image that I represent. And there's nobody that can touch the demographic that I can touch. And I think we're serious about that. We really are. The last thing I'm going to say is this. I really think that the toughest thing throughout this whole campaign is the level of humility that has come with relying on people. Now, I feel like I'm a humble person. I mean, I can learn from anybody, from some of the guys that play on my basketball team to some of the professors and supervisors that I've had. I can learn from everybody. But the one thing that I'm learning to do throughout this campaign process is rely on people. And I need you guys. I really do. Without you guys being here right now, this announcement today is not a success. Without you guys, reaching into your pockets, donating to the campaign, supporting the different events, spending your free time volunteering on the campaign and spreading the word, it won't happen. We all know that I'm a great guy. I will make a great leader. And I will make an excellent member of city council. But I can't do it by myself. I can't get there by myself. I need everybody here times 20, times 50, then times 100. We're 9 weeks out. So this is the kickoff, and this is the announcement. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming out. We have some refreshments inside, and I'll be around if anybody have any questions or issues about the campaign. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.